Hey guys, it's Coin Crazy, and I want to show you a cool coin that came in the mail today. Some of you guys probably have seen this coin already because I made another video about this coin earlier in the day, and I had uploaded it and I decided to delete that video because I was supplying my subscribers and potential new subscribers with misinformation. I have learned some information after making that video which I did not know before making that video, and it's kind of a big deal, and I'll talk about that in a second. I was sort of duped in my purchase of this coin. I was very disappointed that the seller did not emphasize this particular fact, and I'll talk to you about that in a second. So let me show you the coin itself, because nevertheless it's still a pretty cool coin. So this is an 1884 New Orleans minted PCGS MS63 proof-like Morgan silver dollar, and that PL means proof-like. This is a VAM, so basically VAMs are varieties. These two gentlemen, I can't remember what their names are, you can look them up, but they studied Morgan silver dollars in depth, and they looked at everything from the way the date was positioned on the coins to various die markers to doubling and all that stuff, and they were able to identify varieties, which then they assigned VAM numbers to. So this is VAM 600, and that top 100 up there means that this is a top 100 VAM. So this is I believe a popular VAM is what that means. There are Morgan silver dollar collectors that collect off of the dates. There are Morgan silver dollar collectors that collect just the VAMs. There are Morgan silver dollar collectors that collect just the typesets or the mints. Morgan dollars, in order to get a complete set, you're looking at a fortune. And I actually have decided to sell my Whitman albums that I have for Morgan silver dollars, because it's just way too expensive to put together a complete mint mark and date set of these things. Nearly impossible for the average collector. But so I wanted one of these proof-like coins, because proof-like is exactly as it sounds. Initially I was looking for a dimple, DMPL designation. And what that stands for is deep mirror proof-like. And in order for a coin to be considered deep mirror proof-like, you have to be able to see the reflection of an object more than 6 inches away from the coin, and it has to be very clear. There can't be a lot of haze in the fields. Whereas proof-like is the reflection of an object within 3 inches away, 4 inches, it's 4 inches away from the coin, and it's okay if there's a little bit of haze. So for example, right here on this particular coin, you can see, and there are two great examples here. One side of this is more DMPL than the other side. One is definitely DMPL. This side is not. So I want you to look at my phone there, and you can see in the background, you can see this is a mirror finish. See in the back there, you got the cameo effect of the bust. You can see that really nice cameo effect. And you can see the MS luster, the mint state luster. Luster, I'm talking like Daffy Duck again. But you can see my phone there. You can see I use an iPhone, and you can see really, look at how mirror-like that is. But you can see I use a white iPhone and I have a black case. But the further and further I get away, the hazier that becomes. And now you can't even make out that it's an iPhone. You can just make out that there's a black object there moving around. That's why this did not get a DMPL designation, is because again, the object is clear close to the coin, but the further away you get, the object becomes less clear, less pronounced, and there's a lot of haze. So DMPLs are really cool. They start at $400 though, $500, and I really couldn't see myself spending that much money on a Morgan silver dollar just because it was a dimple. I know there are people that spend a lot more on that just because coins, Morgan dollars specifically, are dimples. But I could tell you about 15 other coins I'd rather have for $500 versus a dimple. So personally, I was okay to settle with the proof like, which is just, again, 4 inches away from the coin. But I got rewarded though, because on the back of this is more of a dimple. And the reason I say that is because there's my phone, it's very pronounced. And the further I get away, well, that's not even 6 inches. So no, this wouldn't qualify for a dimple. There's too much haze there, and I kind of was hoping this side was more of a dimple. I think it's more of a dimple, but I don't think it's a dimple. Because it's more vivid, especially as you get a little bit further out. It's far, but again, there's too much haze. But so that's a proof like Morgan Silver Dollar. Again, really nice cameo on the back. You can see the eagle. Once this thing focused, the feathers are all real nice on this coin. And it does have a little bit of gunk up there where the O is. And the tail feathers are the wings right there. But not too bad. It has a little bit of toning down there. Not a bad coin. However, I do feel sort of duped. So when I bought this coin, it was late at night, and I was looking at these things all over the internet, and I picked out the one. I thought, I'm going to pick out the coolest one I can find. And I ended up picking this one primarily because of the holder. I looked at the holder and I saw the green up here at the top, the green label, okay, and the old style kind of computer font. And then I immediately just went to the coin. So I looked here and then went here. And then I looked at the back of the coin. But I didn't pay any attention to this. I saw the shade of green there, but I didn't pay any attention to that shield or anything else. I thought this was an old green holder that they had put out in the 80s, just as it says, the Generation 2 holder. And if it would have been, if it actually was, then this coin would be worth a little bit of a premium because it's in that old holder. I don't know a lot about PCGS. I know who founded it. I mean, I know a lot about it, but I don't know a lot about the history of their holders, I should say. I know what a rattler is, but I don't have a lot of experience with these green ones. So I thought, well, okay, this is really cool. I can buy, there were a lot of watchers on eBay on this. The green holder, the coin being proof-like, a beautiful coin. It influenced my decision to buy this at a premium. I could have bought this same date with a proof-like designation in an MS64 or even an MS65 for the amount of money that I paid for this particular coin. And I bought it again because of this holder. This is not an old holder. This is a program that PCGS is running. If you go to their website, I looked on Google after making the first video, and I looked at PCGS holders because I wanted to find out when this coin had been holdered, like what time frame. And I found this website, pcgs.com/holders. And you can see this is their Museum of Coin Holders. And you can see the rattlers, which I'm very, I know a lot about these right here, but I didn't know anything about this. And when we click on it, you can see, okay, almost identical. There's not a whole lot of difference. It's got the ring, this has the ring. There are some slight differences like the dots here and then the little pegs there. But for the most part, and then this says PCGS up here, whereas this one doesn't. It says top 100. But for the most part, these are almost identical. The serial, almost identical. Until you look at the back. Well, and you can see here, very scarce. So again, these type of holders are worth a premium. Well, okay. Until you look at the back. See the difference there? See the PCGS hologram? It's in that square. Well, it's not, there's no square there. No square hologram. See the PCGS logo? It has this PCGS generation 2.0 instead. And gosh, this blister, I hope it goes away soon. It's getting smaller and smaller, but it looks horrible on the camera. Anyway, I got a blood blister because I use a heavy tool, I won't even show you, to close up the staples on the back of my coins. And the tool got me instead of the staple the other day and left this nasty blood blister. I don't know if you guys have ever had one, but they hurt initially. But anyway, I paid a premium for this holder. I found out on this website, there's a little area, get your classic labels, and you can click on it, and what do you know, you can get the label, and you can actually order this Generation 2.0 label. It has the shield, just like this. This is why I paid a premium, because I thought I was getting the old style holder, not a reproduction from PCGS. I sort of feel like this is not cool. I feel like a lot of people can make the same mistake that I made and be looking at the front and look at the coin and not pay much attention to the holder itself. Especially when they look very similar. They're not the same, I understand that, but they are very similar, and this is sort of misleading. I know it's cool, it's retro, it gives people an opportunity to buy an older, kind of reproduction of their older holders, but they should put something on here. They were able to put all this information. They should put on here, retro label or something like that versus not just this on the back. PCGS Generation 2.0. In fact, that makes me believe that this is an old holder as it is, because it says Generation 2.0. There's nothing on here that implies that this is a reproduction. And in fact, to be honest with you, this is very deceptive if you ask me. Very deceptive. I really think that they should put something on here that, emphasizes that this is a reproduction, because there are people out there, they're not, like me, I'm not an expert at PCGS holders. I know it's my responsibility as the buyer to really check these things over, but again, it's super easy when you're on the hunt for a cool coin to see the label and then just start looking at the coin and not paying any attention to the holder. I mean, a rattler, it's a little different. It's very obvious that it's a rattler. I mean, the whole holder looks different than these holders here, which look very, look, that right there is this. You just can't see the little deals. And every picture I found of the original holders looks almost identical. I would say that one of the differences here too is that this right here, the coin is not being held in place. It looks like it's actually in a capsule here, but there are not very many differences between this and that. And I just think it's wrong that they have this program in place and they're not putting something on here that says reproduction label or vintage label or something of that nature. And I think there's a lot of people who are not sophisticated at PCGS holders. They know a little bit about them like I do, that could get caught up in the whole ideal of paying a premium for a coin just because it has this. Now maybe this down the road will become a collector piece. I doubt it. Who wants to buy a reproduction? And how long am I going to have to wait? 50, 100 years for this to become worth anything because it's a reproduction of a genuine holder? I mean, come on. It really irks me. The seller on this doesn't have, I only paid a $40 premium, and but like I said, I could have bought this same exact coin, same mint year and mint mark, same proof-like designation, an MS63PL for the same amount that I paid for this coin. I paid a $30, $40, $50 premium. I don't want to say the amount, I'm too embarrassed. I know it wasn't a fortune, but I paid a premium to where selling this coin is going to be, I'm gonna have to hold this for a long time, or I will be taking a loss. So very disappointed, and this really has made me never to want to buy. I know that wasn't a correct formulation of words there, or structure of words, but this makes me never want to buy another PCGS coin again. I know I will definitely be buying PCGS coins, but this really is not cool. So let me know if you guys agree or disagree with me on this whole label thing in the comments below. And if any of you guys are looking for a proof like Morgan Dollar, don't buy one. Check out the label, the holders, just as much as the coins if you're gonna buy a coin for the holder. No one ever tells you that, do they? They always tell you, buy the coin, not the holder. And but there are people like me who sometimes will pay for the holder. But anyway, I'm just going on and on now. And if you're looking for one of these, you can find this year and this mint mark. You can find these for $60, $70, $80, all the way up to $150. We'll get you a nice one. So, and in a high grade too. But anyway, buy the coin and not the holder. I guess you should say true to that philosophy. I guess I should listen to all the old adages in the coin collecting world, and I would be far better off than I am today. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And again, thanks for watching and hearing me rant towards the end of this video. Take care.